of steam going.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how do we run your offense? But don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
694. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Mike 7. 734. Rush in. Mike 6. I don't think you got it, son. Deuce right, Chief. Check 31.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. Titans.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Wait. Watch out. Ball shot.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Here's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Broncos take over first
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
No. Off. Sponge. Express. No. Twist. Express. 36. Go, Mike 51.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Monday, down. 180. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Express.
To throw, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, tried his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Safety's creeping. March 59. Green, come and see. Coming to you, coming to you.
On 3rd down, Winston. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Winston. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Let's go.
A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 50 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go, even. Out.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
80 weapon. Express.
Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Easy, easy. Kill, kill. Hey, Raider 2. Hey, orbit.
On third down, Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Shit. Come on. Sunday. Wait. Follow.
They go play action. Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
You ain't doing nothing today. Wait.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
93.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. They fights him off. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Wide, get wide. Look at me.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up third down. Throwing, Winston. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards. Winston now to throw on first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Winston. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Winston now. Open man is Kirk, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Even. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, switch gears.
Here's Winston. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion.
Check 43. Check your hot read. Hey, stop. Switch it. Try ball.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. To throw, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Winston to throw for it on fourth. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Down. Go, Chief. You ready? Move it down. Hey, look, 3.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. First down, Winston. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Third and long for Winston. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Today's final score.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Broncos, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.